Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to episode number 4 on Porcupine Mountains of Michigan. So this episode, we're going to concentrate on a couple of things. First and foremost is I want to get at least one animal pasture in place. As you can see, I earned a little bit of money. So what we're going to do is I'm hoping that I can get into it for under 15,000. We're going to do the same one, but this time I think I have enough money to actually build it out. So let's go ahead, get to animals. Let's not waste any time. So we're going to do cow pasture. And I kind of want it, I'm thinking, somewhere over in here. Alright, and what we're going to do, it's not going to be super wide this direction because I still have a field there. So I think I'm just going to do one. I'm going to also get rid of that so you guys can see better. Yeah, we're just going to... And I don't care that this is not going to be a full pasture as far as, you know, what we would normally expect. So yeah, I'm just gonna cut it back over to this direction. And as you can see, I'm trying to leave myself some space. I could just simply put it there. All right, and we've closed it in. And the pasture itself looks like, yeah, it looks good. So next thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to put in some sort of a feed trough, and for water and for so it's trying to tell me right there is a good spot. And what I do want to do is I want to put a couple of them in here. I'm hoping that way I can put in enough. And then all right, so that one actually, and that actually gives you full value back. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, we've got a couple of feed troughs. I am going to flip-flop these. I want to have that and this. And yeah, I cost myself 500. I'm going to refund it, don't worry. So I'm putting the same things in. All right, so as you can see, we've now got food and water. That's awesome. I haven't got any cows in place. I am going to give myself my $500 back. There we go. So yeah, I got in for right around 10,000 just to get a pasture in place. That's really excellent in my opinion. So the next thing I want is ultimately I'm going to put in another pasture over here. So I would like to get that in place as well. And that's going to be probably more in line for goats and sheep. So let's get that one in too. All right, so sheep, horse, so sheep. So what I'm kind of thinking on the sheep front is getting a gate like over here. Maybe even a little bit more out this way. I'm trying my best to make sure I have something I kind of like this space. Now keep in mind, if I put it there, I'm basically going to fully eliminate Alright, so I didn't want to make it where I couldn't access my barn. Hmm. Alright, so we've got another pasture here for sheep, and this one isn't quite as expensive, so that's nice. So let's go ahead and get our water. Kind of thinking water could be up here. Kind of want it up here. The reason being is that I could run water from there. That is kind of my thought process, is to have a water pen somewhere in that area. And as far as this one, kind of thinking over here under the shade. All right, so just like that, I have both of my animal pens. Now, the final thing I want to put in is I'd like to get some sort of sawmill up here that would be more of a long-term sawmill. I'm really kind of sad though. I don't want to block too much of the view. As you can see, there's a lot of trees up here. This space just seems like a good spot, like right here along the very edge. So that's what I'm thinking. And what I'm going to put in is, I believe it's a small sawmill. So yeah, it's this sawmill here. I'm kind of thinking it's trying to tell me I don't have enough money. And that very well could be true. I may not have enough money. Hmm. I'm trying to see if there's a flat space that I would have enough money. But this is the sawmill I kind of want. But what I could do is put in the wood distributor and make it so that I can sell directly from that. Something like this. Then eventually I can just use that to push my food, or I'm sorry, my wood to other parts of the farm. So that's kind of where I'm at with my thought process. And I can just sell wood straight away through that. Now, do I want it there long term? Absolutely not. So what I am going to do is I'm just going to kind of tidy it up a little bit because I've done a lot to make it look nice over here. All right. So yeah, that's where we're at with that. Now, let's have another bit of fun. I would like to set up 2 new fields. Just the outlines, you guys. I don't want to make you sit through all that today on top of what we've already done. But I was thinking I was going to want a field for peas, but I obviously I'm not going to be able to afford a ton of the equipment. So I'm going to have to get the hand pushable harvester for peas. So it's not going to be a huge field, but I kind of want to do something in this little general area. Plus peas don't get overly big, and it's going to be 2 smaller fields. So I'll do a peas field here, and then over on that side I think I'm going to do oats or corn, something, well, probably oats, because it is plantable with what I already have. So let's go ahead and drop that down. And as you can see, I'm not gonna go all the way up to the current homestead because I do want to have a yard beyond what we've already got in place. So yeah, I think that this being a little field of peas is going to be really nice. I'll have to move that. Obviously I have plenty of time before we plant. But yeah, let's go ahead and bring it back up. Maybe I don't make it quite so sharp. Yeah, I think that's better. So that'd be the small field that I'm gonna probably do as peas right now. And then let's get a field for probably just like oats. I think that's what I'll do is oats in the second field. I don't know. I haven't completely committed to oats. Whatever it's going to be plantable with what I've got on hand for a seed drill. So it probably will be oats because I don't think I need more like canola. Well, actually, I mean, to me, it's too late to plant canola. If I can't plant something in the first month, then to me, it's too late. Oh no, that wasn't what I wanted. That is not what I wanted, you guys. I want to swing that back around a little bit, and I'm hopeful that I can do just that. So let's go ahead. I know I could just paint over it and make it prettier, but why? Alright. And just trying to get the remaining finishing touches on that. Alrighty. Sometimes it's really hard to get these things plopped down where you want them. Alright, now we're going to stay off the edge. And get our second field in place. Now, neither of these are huge fields, which is fine. They don't have to be. my goal is to be able to be self-sufficient with my animals, and if I choose to get some other sort of animals in there, then I have that option. So, like I say, chickens are going to be a possibility. Pigs are also a possibility because if I do oats or corn, I can feed it to the pigs. But as it is right now, I think what we'll do is continue to just try and get this tidied up a little bit more. And as you guys see now where I'm going with this small piece of land, I'm kind of at my max with what I can do until I've actually done something with clearing out some wood. So that is kind of where we're stuck. But we're going to have 4 fields. None of them are huge. They're all right around probably about, like this one's probably about half an acre. That one's probably about a third. Actually, I don't even know how much land I have, guys. Before I start saying what each one is, let's see how many acres I have. So my total is 12 acres, right? This field here is probably about 15%, so that's probably about 2 acres. Same for this one. These 2 fields are going to be probably under an acre each, so not a huge amount of stuff coming off those. But the nice part is it's still something coming off of them, right? So we're going to make some money by having 2 cash crop fields, one being oats, one being peas, at least for this year. And then the rest of our profits are going to come from selling our cows, however many we're able to purchase, which I'm thinking is going to probably start off around I don't know. I haven't determined how many. I also haven't determined how I'm going to get them back and forth, so I need to figure that part out. But I will go ahead and finish putting these fields in off camera. I'm not going to do anything until spring with them, so I'm going to also have to find a way to spread some lime, and I'm going to need a boatload of lime because nothing has lime. And my first and foremost is getting the 2 fields that I've already planted covered, especially the oat field, because if I don't do it this month before it actually has a growth stage, then it's not going to count. And then I'm going to have to get fertilizer. But thankfully for me, fertilizer, it's not going to require a ton. So we'll see how much I spend. I've been sort of thinking about liquid fertilizer because I think it might be a little bit cheaper. But that remains to be seen if I actually go that route. So much goes on in my head. 90% of it will never come to fruition. But at least there's some brain activity there, guys. So let's leave on that point here while I'm working on these 2 little fields. And next time I'm considering putting in alfalfa into this field over here where I have field grass. So that is definitely a possibility as well. I don't know if I'm really going to do that because I'm not going to have horses. Just is what it is, I guess. But yeah, guys, I do hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you are, please give it a like and a comment. Also share and subscribe. It goes so far and helps so much with growing this channel. So more than anything else you guys can do. I don't do any sort of Patreon or anything like that. I'm just trying to organically grow a channel, have a good time, stay away from too much AI if I can help it. So thank you guys for watching. Be safe out there. And above all else, guys, do not eat the yellow snow. It is not lemon flavored. We will see you guys next time. It's Graybeard. Peace out.